golly gee whiz, it's Envoy.
We rolling.
Hey, what's going on, man?
So, man, I ain't even gonna lie. This has been a pretty interesting year as far as feuds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, from like Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb to Rihanna damn near getting just off about that crazy ass moment earlier and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, to like 50 Cent and T.I. And then 50 Cent and Papoose.
Everybody, honestly. 50 Cent
Pretty
the
much.
World, honestly.
50 versus the world, the United States.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean,
talking about Trump in the war. We got 50 in the war.
that's what I'm saying though, and I just can't even tell which of these beefs really takes the cake the most. I mean, for me, for up until a certain point, it was really more so the Corey Holcomb Anton Daniels situation. But when you really think about it, it's really Corey. I feel like Corey Holcomb kind of positioned himself as 50 Cent in this case because once again he's at war with the world basically. So it's United States. I mean, what started as Anton Daniels just soon branched out to other people like lead attorney O'Shea Duke Jackson, initially Christina Payne as far as that goes.
Right.
And Jesus Christ, did I miss anyone? Were you taking notes?
Not necessarily. If somebody, but I never see what you're saying, especially with the Anton and Corey Holcomb. But because now I see a lot of people going after Anton because Anton's married and he had that one chick. I can't remember her name. Mika. Yeah. And
it's pretty much
saying,
off the grid these days.
Yeah,
it's so crazy because I mean, for the longest time, I kind of did tune into his stuff a little bit, and even like it was more so the panels where like it was just everybody just on there rather than just him himself, when he had Slimmy Q and all those others and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, she's nowhere to be found these days.
Yeah, really? Yeah, I haven't. I usually watch his like regular videos. I don't really watch the panel videos. I watch it sometimes, so I haven't noticed. But yeah, that's crazy that she kind of just fell off the face of the earth after that. Which is smart play by her, honestly.
But in all honesty, I definitely believe that she was collateral as far as the Corey Holcomb situation goes. I mean, especially given the fact that she herself admitted that she was a fan of the 5150 show / Corey Holcomb, and the fact that he just pretty much just calls her out a name like that towards the end of the episode after their scuffle takes place. That was just completely out of pocket. I ain't even playing, and it's just. I don't know. It definitely enforces that phrase, never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. Seriously, it's almost like that. Do you watch The Boys?
I haven't watched it since season 2. I watched season 2. I haven't watched the rest after that. I gotta catch up.
You need to like get on the treadmill with that one, man.
Yeah.
Season 5 is only like weeks away from dropping now.
Oh, really?
It's gonna be the final one too, man.
Oh, okay. I gotta catch up with that shit.
Yeah. It's only getting crazier, but even still, it just brings that to mind a little bit. I mean, given their whole superheroes being glorified as celebrities and stuff like that with powers, but they're assholes in real life.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, definitely that kind of vibe going on with this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. As far as like, I guess to shift gears to the whole, I guess 50 Cent situation and whatnot. Let's see. There have been so many contenders in the ring with him, and I mean, 50 is someone who has a very, very, I guess, collective past when it comes to ops in general. I mean, at some point, I was kind of wondering if either Ja Rule would come back and take a swing at him again, or maybe possibly what's his name, Lloyd Banks.
Yeah.
Who did you say just now?
Fat Joe.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. But I mean, yeah, I'm just wondering, like, would it be best to just make a piggy bank too? I mean, it seems like the most appropriate thing at this point. But, he's too busy fucking around on Instagram, basically, to just, I guess, get in a booth and just, vent, so to speak.
Yeah, like I just heard the Papoose beef earlier today, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that woo-wee, like
traumatic.
Yeah. This one thing. Okay, the thing I will say about this beef is, at least they print out records. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Usually, it's like, I mean, it's all been 50 Cent beefs. Like every 50 Cent beef is like great beefs because they put out like a lot of dope records against each other. And because I used to keep up with all the 50 beats back in the day, so I listened to all this stuff.
Right.
And they put out some great records, and then we got this great record from Papoose, a great diss, honestly. And I think that I usually back up 50 because he's honestly personally I like this. I like him being a troll and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Papoose definitely killed him on this for sure. And I like that. We were sort of bringing out the MCs to sort of like, because the rap beefs in the younger generation usually like gang beefs, so it's like they're always killing each other and whatnot.
That's true.
So like this beef is more like, you know what I'm saying, it's hip hop. Like hip hop kind of thrives off beefs. Like people don't realize that's the reason why it was kind of stagnant. There was no really like good beefs to really lock on to. Like back in the day when we was growing up. We had the Jay-Z and Nas beef. We had the 50 Cent against Fat Joe, 50 Cent against Ja Rule.
Oh, yeah.
Tupac, Biggie. Like, we had all those beefs that kind of ignited.
One of the most underrated, and this fits into the whole, 50 versus, honestly, Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss, really. And that's exactly who I'm referring to. I mean, the Jadakiss, I guess beef between him and Jadakiss, or this is between them specifically, because as far as like Ops against 50, he was the one that actually I felt like came out on top. As far as like in the past, anyways.
Yeah.
He dissed Nas a little bit too in Piggy Bank, but at the same time, 50 made his match when he went against Jadakiss.
Yeah.
I still remember Checkmate to this day. And, Jesus, I was only in third grade when that came out.
Yeah, so it's like, this is
Miss Jackson was another follow up.
It's like dope records like that. Like, I can't tell you what. I know King Von had, his ops or whatnot, and I know they made songs. They definitely made songs against their
for sure
ops or whatnot. But at the same time, it's like I don't remember any of the great beefs, or I don't remember any of the great like records he made for these beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like. I don't have really like I can say with Nas and Jay-Z Ether. I can say that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
seriously.
Like how you just said with Jadakiss and 50. Like
I feel like there was definitely more of a lyrical element to the beats back then compared to now, because I feel like if someone don't like you, they'll just take out a chopper and end that shit right there on the spot.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes these days, and that's the thing. I feel like just because of the lack of lyricism, that's pretty much just the only way to just I guess compensate for the disrespect.
That's true. That's true
to some extent.
Like I can agree with that.
Yeah, the new school is they're not like how they used to be lyrically when it comes to handling beef.
Yeah, that's true. Because if 50, he did get shot 9 times. That's his claim to fame. But
according to Papoose, it was 5.
Yeah,
I can't tell if that's trolling.
Yeah,
you gotta look at medical records a little bit for that shit.
But saying I can't. It would have been different if they tried to take out 50 Cent, after he started beefing with his first person or whatnot. So, or having any other beefs or whatnot. I know with Tupac and Biggie, they ended up dying at the end anyway. But it wasn't. I don't think it was because of their specific beef. Maybe it was their beefing with somebody else. But a lot of these. People, I guess people today, they're more sensitive when it comes to dissing and all that type of stuff, or more like competition.
We're literally circling back to what I just said with that. Like I said, people don't have the same temperament they had back in the 2000s. there was a bit of a short temperament in like the
Yeah.
whole in the '90s and stuff like that, especially with like the East and West Coast beef and stuff.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
a lot of people, especially nowadays, just say that was like overinflated mostly. I mean, a lot of just a lot of overhyping in that department and stuff, especially when because when you look back on that situation and stuff, it kind of did get a little a bit of a reach as far as that goes, because there were still East Coast artists and West Coast artists just collaborating and all that stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I was just listening to that song. It's called oh my god, it was a song Drake produced or whatever. It had Nas, Be Real, KRS-One, and just it was just a hodgepodge of East Coast, West Coast artists. I think it was West Coast Killers, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And that was really just like going back into the throwback vault and just a complete vibe in general as far as that goes. And,
Yeah.
When I hear shit like that, I'm just like, was this really that bad?
Right.
Feel me? Seriously, I'm thinking like, I mean, there were just so many media outlets that were just like, completely, milking this to death. Vibe, that was definitely one of the biggest ones and all that stuff. We've seen Notorious and,
Yeah.
relatively good insight into how that was playing out.
Right.
I mean, as far as like, I guess replies to regarding the whole situation. I mean, 50 Cent situation. Was there one diss that stood out among the others? Because if I'm being honest, I would say because literally all of T.I.'s children took the time to reply to him. Let's get that out the way. And
that is true. Didn't they make songs?
Yeah.
I didn't listen to.
I mean, what can you say? Family's forever.
Yeah,
Shit.
I didn't listen to any of their songs. I think I heard. What's the second oldest? I think his name was Damani or something like that. Damami or something like that.
Yeah.
Damani
I
or
mean,
something like that.
I'm pretty sure.
I think he came up with a song. I heard it was good, but I didn't listen to that song. I was kind of paying attention to that beef, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't think he's not gonna really respond. Although he did sort of somewhat make a small little line. I heard because 50 did a new song for his show. And he did make a couple of bars.
What show?
One of his power shows.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if you were talking about that or BMF. That I won't lie. I mean, even though 50's not like, I guess as lyrically spry as he used to be, he can still write the shit out of a good drug dealing TV show.
Yeah. I mean, and the lines that he said, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember the lines that he said were actually pretty like, I was like, oh, okay, all right, damn, all right, 50. Came with a little jab out there. Because he wasn't really trying to make a beat song. He was just trying to make a song for the show. But he made it, he did put that line, those couple bars in there. It was kind of like, okay. So it's like, if you watch the show, you're going to be hearing those bars every time. So it's like, it makes sense. So it's kind of like, okay, that was a smart little move because 50, he's not really rapping right now. Mm-hmm. So it's like a smart move for 50 to kind of do this slide thing, but not really be like, okay, I'm gonna respond to these rappers or whatever. Even though they're gonna respond and make songs or whatnot.
That's true. The funny thing is, I'm still over here trying to figure out what the name of T.I.'s diss song was. Right, the right one. That's it. That's the one.
Right.
Now, like I said, that's the one that stood out above all of them for me. I mean, it was kind of a bit of a toss up between his song and Papoose' song, and I'm pretty sure Papoose, his version was called Agent Provocateur.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I was able to remember that before I remember T.I.'s version, especially considering I prefer I like T.I.'s version better a little bit. But regardless, I don't know who's next on the list as far as this goes. I mean, do you feel like, who do you see jumping into the fray on this situation?
I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, people, I guess people now, it's kind of weird because people are mad because, 50 kind of went after Diddy. Even though Diddy did all those crimes. And it's like, 50 did do it for petty reasons, though. He was being petty, like, yeah, he usually is.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to tell. So, like, I didn't expect Papoose to come and jump in after
Seriously.
this. So I didn't expect I didn't even expect him to go out to TI. So it's like we'll see where it goes. I mean, 50 have a lot of, I would say, enemies around him. Like everybody he's really worked with has kind of like turned his back on him and try to attack him and whatnot. So it's like kind of hard to say who's going to try, and because now there's momentum. Mm-hmm. Usually 50 has the momentum in terms of these beefs. Mm-hmm. That's why he always wins them. But now there's momentum because there's more people coming after him. And then they came through more lyrically better. Even though 50 has more leverage because he got more things going on. It's kind of, it's kind of hard to say. They might have more people come after him.
That's true. And I don't know. As far as like in the female department when it comes to rap beefs, who would you say is on the chopping block? Because I was ideally in my head, I was thinking it would be someone. I don't know, possibly Nicki Minaj and Cardi B again, low key. I mean, especially more so that I guess Nicki has come out as a conservative and also in favor of just supporting what is it called? TPUSA.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, I know that's drawn ire among many people and stuff, and best believe I understand the hostility among the Barbs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to tell who's who's more vindictive between them and maybe the Beehive or something like that.
That's true.
But
I would say that Nicki and Cardi.
Dangerous.
Yeah, because Nicki, like you said, she's more in support of the current administration or whatnot.
And the funny thing is, well, in terms of Cardi's situation, is I felt like if there would be a diss towards anyone, it would probably be, if not Stephon Diggs, probably Offset again or something like that.
Yeah.
Especially considering what took place after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because now everybody's all mad because he left her or whatnot. It's like everybody should have known that he wasn't going to stay with her by getting different women pregnant when she was with her.
Honestly.
With her. And now they're trying to give the, homosexual allegations against him and whatnot. So,
against Diggs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is right. That was trending for a little bit, too.
Yeah.
Did he ever fight that in court?
Nah. I think he just ignores it. But, like, I think because like Nicki is in support of this current administration and Cardi B is like the opposite, I think like that's gonna play a huge factor of them like going beefing again. Everybody hates Nicki, but I mean she's a good rapper though.
Yeah,
she's a good rapper.
I mean that's one thing I can't tip my hat to. I mean, I would literally compare her to 50 Cent in terms of collectiveness when it comes to ops. I mean, she's roughly around his range in terms of that, especially now that she's teamed up with the conservatives and Turning Point USA.
Yeah.
I mean, she pretty much has to have her head on a swivel.
Yeah. And a lot of people, they're more in favor of Cardi B, even though I'm not personally a fan of hers or whatnot, but everybody's more in favor of her because, she was a stripper that gained notoriety and blew up. True. So, I mean, but that's the most, in terms of female beats, I think most of the others really, female rappers are really, I don't really see them doing anything, to be honest with you. Like, I haven't seen Lotto really do anything. Saweetie's, like, kind of done. Maybe we got Doja Cat, but I haven't really listened to Doja Cat in a long time, so I don't know if she's got anything new.
Yeah, there was also Coi Leray.
Coi Leray. I don't know if she... maybe because I've been out the loop, I've been really keeping up with a lot of the female rappers, but it's hard to... I haven't really heard too much motion from the current wave.
Yeah, I mean, a lot really haven't been on... Because, I mean, that's the thing with me. I mean, typically I hear the newer songs and stuff these days in my car, like in my radio and stuff like that. And, when it just comes to, like, I guess new songs by, female hip-hop artists and stuff, I'm just, pretty much out the loop, or have been this year anyways.
Right.
So, I totally get it. I don't really, there's nothing that comes to mind in terms of like, modern female artists' songs right now,
Yeah.
let alone beefs.
Yeah, right, exactly. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'll be some new heat dropping on the street real soon, especially during the summertime and whatnot.
mm-hmm.
I mean, and speaking of which, I mean, this literally just came out last month, and I'm talking about J. Cole's new album, The Fall Off, and reception-wise, well, first of all, have you gotten a chance to hear it yet?
I have not, unfortunately. Like, I've been out in the loop of all music, so I haven't really been catching up. So I heard it was good, though. I heard it was good.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some okay things about it, too, but, once again, I'm with you, and that's something I'm just going to have to take the time to just indulge in whenever I get a chance, because, I mean, I haven't really been able to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, people bring up J. Cole because of his beef that he had with
Kendrick
and Drake, and he kind of bowed out. Which
I'm not even going to lie. I mean, I'm kind of having a second thought as far as collecting this between, beefs. Well, as far as 50, between 50 and Kendrick now.
Yeah.
Because Kendrick was someone who he didn't care. He went after everybody.
Yeah.
And he was always the perpetrator. That's what's crazy.
Right.
And most of the time, he kind of had the edge, I guess. I mean, yeah, there were responses to it and stuff, but I mean, I guess from the time, what was that situation where he released Control? Like, what year did that take place? Was it about 2012?
Yeah, I think about 2012, something like that. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was when, like, Good Kid, Mad City was the business, right?
Yeah, on 2012. Yep.
He went after everyone on that song, Control and everything.
Yeah, and then that spawned some good.
Cluck.
That spawned some good records, because after that, Joey Badass dropped shit. What
we
was
had
that?
responses from everyone.
Yeah.
Jay Electronica,
Yeah.
Mac Miller, Future,
Yep.
Wale.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a gallery of
I
motherfuckers
what
just
Joey
saying.
Badass song was called, but it was like it was like after Kendrick they dropped some. Everybody was dropping records to prove him wrong, and then we had the current beef of the beef with them with Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick himself. Like, we had that beef. That spawned some hit records too, from Drake and from Kendrick. And then we had Cole hit his thing, he bowed out. And, people didn't like that, which, look, I personally didn't like that. But if he didn't feel like he could battle with the top dogs, then he was a smart man to do it. He didn't.
That's true.
And kingdom, you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I mean, that actually gave me a little bit more respect for him.
Yeah.
I'm not even playing. And it's crazy because people always shit on Cole just for having humility.
Right.
That's something you don't even see in hip hop in general
Yeah.
and stuff. And I get the competitiveness needed to be successful as a hip hop artist and whatnot, but at a certain point, you kind of have to know when to draw the line. I mean, and if there is one thing I can say, it's that he shouldn't have necessarily pulled the song from the just from the album / I guess radio airways or whatever.
Right.
I mean, just to, I guess, pretty much hit the point home that he's no one to be fucked with.
Right.
I mean, but even still, I definitely get it. I wouldn't have. I guess I'll just leave it at that for now. But even still, I definitely did. What was the name of the song on top of that? Was it 7 Minute Drill?
I think it was 7 Minute Drill. Something like that. Yeah.
I mean, I tipped my hat to him on the response, because that was cold. That was mighty cold, right?
Yeah,
there.
it was. And Cole had bombs. It just he didn't. I guess he didn't have longevity in terms of his battle, because Kendrick was going to take it all the way. Drake, he was going to fight back. He wasn't really going to provoke it, but he was going to fight back. You know how Drake is beef.
Yeah, I mean, Drake was honestly, for the longest time, in a Thanos position in terms of just hip hop beefs and all that stuff. I mean, because his one of the more high profile beefs with him was the situation with him and Meek Mill, and my God, that was that was extensive and just a trip in general.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I mean, things really didn't look that well for Meek and all that stuff following that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's crazy because I respect Meek Mill as a lyricist too and stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, he definitely got a one up on Cassidy when their feud was happening, but Cassidy definitely had his comebacks himself too. Although I don't think they got the praise that Meek's got.
You're right.
In terms of I guess visibility more so.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess it's just all about marketing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Cassidy's always been an underground / underdog type of guy.
Yeah, he only really had like two great hits. And that was like in 2003, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
So, in terms of beef, which one would you say has been your favorite so far? And I'm talking in general, all across the board, like no matter the decade. Is there one that definitely that you just can't help that lives rent free in your head?
That's a good question. That's a real good question.
I won't lie. For me personally, and I wasn't alive during this time, but definitely Ice Cube versus NWA for me. I mean, it's a throwback, but
no Vaseline.
It's just that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just I've never known any hip hop artist to target a group and just completely knock them down in one blow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even playing. I mean, that was. Not only was it offensive, but it was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
In many ways, anyways.
I think for me, it's tough. I've been through like most of it actually.
Okay, what you got? Jay-Z and Nas is runner up.
Yeah, that's like a big contender. So I remember when Ether dropped.
Yeah.
When I remember when Ether dropped, I didn't even realize it was. I was like young, so I didn't realize it was beat going on. I was like, oh, this is a dope song. And then when I realized it was a beat, I was like, oh snap, this is crazy. But I think I'm gonna go with
it's so crazy because no one ever considers Super Ugly as far as I guess responses to Ether because most people didn't even know. Well, I mean, I guess if you're a hip hop head, you would know, but even still, outside of that, a lot of people didn't really remember the reply to it anyways.
Yeah. I think I would say that the Tupac Biggie, like, sort of like Tupac Biggie, because I remember like hearing a lot of the beefs on the radio and stuff. Mm-hmm. I remember hearing that on the radio and hearing a lot of the songs on the radios. This is
like a throwback one, and it's super underrated in terms of beef, but. I mean, it's something that needs to be addressed, but the Ice Cube and Common situation, to be honest. And like I said, Ice Cube was on a bit of a hot streak until the bitch and you came out and, that pretty much just shut that down. The next thing you know, here comes Are We There Yet? All that stuff. Big ups to both of those guys, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
Chicago and the West Coast, Ice Cube, Common. I mean, I love both as artists, but yeah.
Oh, no, here's one beef that actually... people don't really talk about the T.I. Ludacris beef.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, because I like that because they had
Did you ever grow up watching the beef movies on that note?
Kind of. I watched it off and on.
Yeah, I mean, you would think that would be featured on one of them, which is crazy because they had the T.I. and Lil Flip beef on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I think that was the second one, if I'm not mistaken. But,
yeah. The T.I. and Ludacris beef. I like that beef because they had them both on the, what's his name? Young Buck had that song Stomp. He had the remix.
Right.
They had them both on the same song.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both talking shit about each other on the same song. So I was like, yeah. I was like, damn.
That was crazy. That was super crazy. I ain't even playing. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's what people don't really talk about. That, I was like, damn, bro.
I mean, it's definitely a very, at this point, kind of a forgotten situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Lost and forgotten the time.
That's true.
Even still, I don't know. I mean, I just wonder what Ludacris' take on this, the 50 Cent situation is.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I don't know. We're sitting back cackling just, I remember what that was.
Oh,
I know what that's like.
But here's one beef that's still going on today, though. Max B versus Jim Jones. Because you remember Max B's out of prison.
When did this happen?
Oh, this is years ago, before Max B went to jail.
Huh.
Yeah, Max B. I can't remember the full story, but Max B claims that he smashed Jim Jones' girl, and they've just been going at it for years, and they hate each other. Like Jim Jones, because Max B. He's been in jail for, I think it was like almost 20 years. He just came out last year. And or maybe I think either last year or beginning of this year. Mm-hmm. But even Jim Jones is like, nah, there's no reconciliation. Like, we're never gonna be friends or nothing like that. Even though it's been years since they've been beefing. But yeah, Max B and Jim Jones, that was a pretty crazy beef too.
That's interesting because I've really never known. The only op I've known Jim Jones to have is Azalea Banks.
Oh,
you remember that situation?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I never knew about any of his other. Goddamn, I sound like Daffy Duck. Nah, but outside of her and honestly Nas a little bit, and that was more so in like the early 2000s, and he wasn't even directly involved with Nas in terms of conflict. It was more of a Cameron / Nas beef, and Jim Jones was rocking with Dipset, so clearly he's gonna chime in and throw his 2 cents in, which is crazy because I don't. If anything, you would figure what do you call it? Is it Joel Santana?
Yeah, Joel Santana.
You would figure he would chime in on that matter too, but I mean, it was really just more so Cameron and Jim Jones. They made a remix of Nas's "Hate Me Now," when I ain't gonna lie, it kind of slapped.
Yeah, I remember that.
And oh my god, so yeah, I don't know what this year has for the remainder of 2026 when it comes to hip hop beefs or just conflict in general. But Jesus Christ, I can imagine it'll get worse before it gets better. Sadly.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I think it will, but in terms of us getting great content of music, I think it's gonna get better because, like I said, we had the Papoose. That Papoose, 5 minutes straight bars. And he snapped on that. And I was like, damn, this is beef. This is hip hop beef. Like,
I mean, he's always been that type of just lyrical cat that never mince words and just be completely just cut loose lyrically when it comes to just beefs and stuff. He kind of does give a Cassidy vibe in that regard, just in terms of the underground nature and / I guess non-mainstream approach and beat lyricism. Right. He's always been a heavy hitter. Seriously. Now, on that note, do you have a fantasy beef?
That's a good question. I don't know.
In the back of my mind, I've always wondered what a beef between honestly, Big L and Jay-Z.
Ooh, that'd be crazy.
Seriously. Especially considering that they've actually, come to blow. Well, they freestyled before in somewhere in the 90s, 95, I believe, or whatever, on the Stretch and Bobbito show. Mm-hmm. And that was the first time I ever actually remember Jay-Z honestly struggling to keep up with an MC. I mean, I'm not really one to try to instigate beefs in general, but I just can't help but wonder how that would have gone between the two. Right. Especially since, in general, Jay-Z tends to hold the crown when it comes to MCs and rap,
That's true. Yeah, I never thought about that. What be a pretty good beef right now? I would love to see, Tupac actually come to beef with one of, these younger mumble rappers. I want to know which one. Okay, Tupac versus Lil Uzi Vert or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Tupac versus XX Tentacion or XXX Tentacion.
Yeah, that seems more appropriate to me, especially considering I don't know, Uzi Vert. Yeah, he's really not. he's more of a chill hop type to
Yeah.
me, anyways. I mean, he's not really no rah rah like what's the word? Just like
a
trap artist or anything like that.
Mhm.
Like, if anything, I could definitely see like maybe Chief Keef or something like that.
right.
Which,
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I can't help but super want another Def Jam another Def Jam fighting game on that.
Oh yeah,
I mean, there's already been a whole bunch of people just hooting and hollering for one, and at this point it pretty much be just mandatory.
That's true. Like, yeah, that's a classic. I used to play Def Jam Vendetta.
Seriously,
Back when I was a kid, I used to. Oh man,
but
yeah, we definitely need a new one.
I don't know, when is the last time an artist signed a Def Jam? I mean, it seems like everyone's just going the indie route these days with music.
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I can't remember.
Seriously, I mean, if they make another one, it's going to have to be titled differently or something like that. I don't even. The last one that came out was Def Jam. Def Jam Icon.
Def Jam Icon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And damn, that was like all the way on like, I don't know, PS3 era, Xbox 360 era.
Yeah, like PS3. Yeah.
I mean, the last in real, I guess, series of rappers and all that stuff in general on there, just trading blows. Hey folks, it's the Envoy boy, ECM again. Just a gentle reminder to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons for the latest content on the podcast, and also tap into the site at envoygraphics.net for both custom and brand merch. And if you're feeling even more supported, by all means, feel free to leave a generous donation to the Cashapp at the handle TheEnvoyMachine. Spread the word in the closet hangers today.